Yeah, so please over to you, Jose.
Okay, I'm gonna introduce me myself briefly. My name is José Ignacio Gallardo, my last name. I'm an editor in the Wikimedia movement since 2008. Now I'm focused in work about the minorities. So that's why it's the name of this mentory. It's the importance of the minorities in the Wikimedia ecosystem, right? So I work in different Wikipedias in many languages, and some this Spanish, English, German, and Portuguese. Um, Mainly in Spanish and German because I'm fluently in these two languages. And in some way, I discovered that's why the reason why I discovered that the importance to work with the minorities, you know. So Wikimedia, when we talk about Wikimedia, not only about Wikipedia Commons, Wiktionary, Wikivoyage, Wikisource. When I talk about the projects, or the project, I'm talking about the all projects. So maybe many of you are concentrated in Wikipedia. It's a good thing. But and there are also a lot of other projects, and I think many of you are aware about it. Um, yes. First of all, I want to congratulate personally the group, the Tyap group, because I know I see the work that you are doing. You are doing a great work in these 3 years since 2022, right?
Yes.
So in this almost 3 years, you are doing a very exceptional work, and you are also part of a minority, and that's a good thing that we can work together. Yes, since I have more contact with Levi and in the international or global proposals, so. I feel in some way with the TIAP group or the TIAP culture connected. I was learning about it, the importance of the language, of the preservation of the language. Uh, this is a very important topic that's why we are here now. Um, yes, I want to talk about the visibility and the representation of the minorities. So since October 2023, after a brief a conversation in Wikimania in Singapore, we met some users there, and we were discussing about the minorities, what a minority is, and why within the Wikimedia movement we are not until that moment we are not working in this topic in a broad sense. We see that there are a lot of groups or user groups or initiatives about some specific topics that's also a very good thing. For example, the gender gap and the feminism, because we still facing these challenges about the gender gap, because the biographies about women in all projects are still missing. So that's a good thing. But we analyze the situation and we say, okay, why not to spread this or to work in other topics that we are also a minority in many sense, and why not to work together? So consider all the kind of minorities, so the people with disabilities, religious minorities, linguistic minorities, and ethnic minorities, immigration, native communities, indigenous people. So also we can work with the LGBT and on and these other topics. So because our methodology to work is free, so you can work in one topic or two topics in one project or all projects. So you can choose your time, your resources. You have to see first, and then it's still contributing during the year. It's not only about one specific activity. So so we are trying to work together during the throughout the year. Yeah? So this is particular relevant because if we work together, we see that we are working separately, we can join and gather our efforts in a global way to work together in this goal is to work and the visibility of the representation of the minorities in the Wikimedia movement. You know, one of the or the main mission of the Wikimedia is the sum of all human knowledge. So I can conceive the idea to the sum of the all human knowledge without our perspective, our own perspective of the minorities, and that's a very good thing, and we are very concerned about it, because Wikimedia and the open knowledge are a very good space, because they offer a good space for this. We can work freely in many topics, and we can also make communities. And finally, we can be visible. So you are doing a great job working together as a Tyap community, but you are also in Nigeria, in a country where the linguistic diversity and also religious diversity is very rich. You have a diversity between Muslims and Christians and local languages, and also the diversity of languages, many languages, Hausa, Fulfulde, Igbo, etc. And I know the Tyap, it's not so widely spoken like Hausa or even for Fulfulde, but you are doing a good job in this, from the incubator to now to their own Wikipedia, and now creating new content, translating new content, and that's we want to do. And I have to say that it's an example in a global way. I don't know if it was always this, but the way that we are working in Nigeria or in other African countries with this methodology, the local language for local purposes and English language to communicate each other within Nigeria and also internationally. Just like me now, we have to communicate in English. This we can see that like as an advantage, not a disadvantage. Yeah, because it's very important to preserve the knowledge and to present what we are reading, or what we are gathering this content to spread in many other and many other countries. This is the preservation of a language and a culture because the Tyap language is also related to a Tyap culture. You have your own habits, your own traditions, your own costumes, and that's very important to preserve, because many languages around the world are at risk of extinction. And if we are working together, if you are working in the TIAP group, you are preserving the vocabulary and also the oral traditions with the transcription or the reading about it, the oral tradition, all the customs and all the history, and that's a very good thing. And we want to work together in this topic. Also about the access to knowledge, the Wikimedia and all their projects provides to the minorities, to the minority communities, the access to information in your own language. And that's very important, because we from this point we can also walk in our own language. It means a lot in many things, and in many, we can also walk in many fields, learning about healthcare, education, local history, and a culture in general, in a way that feels natural and inclusive. It's not the same thing if you are working or greeting the content in English that in Tiap, or it's different. So and it's more natural, and it connects with your heritage in some way. That's also a very important thing that we have, when you are aware that you are also part of a minority and you want to work in your own minority, in your own group. If you feel a minority, a linguistic, religious, or ethnic minority in general, if you feel that you belong to this group and you work, you want to work on it, I think this is a special value, an additional value, a plus that makes this work special and unique. So you have a real connection with your culture, with your traditions, and expand it in your own language and also in English to the global community or international community. It's a thing that we are looking, we are trying to achieve. We are looking for. I think that I spoke a lot. So if you have any questions until now.
Yeah, so thank you very much, Jose. I was expecting that we were going to do a short introduction of you, but you actually started the program. So maybe we can still make an introduction for those who are not familiar with who Jose Ignacio is. So I don't know, Kuyet, are you ready already? So you can give a short introduction of Jose and the wonderful work he's doing in Wiki for minorities currently. Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
So
yeah.
thank you very much, Kambai, and thank you, Jose. We have been interacting in the Wiki for Minority group, but we never get to see like this virtually. But today we are here. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming on board this evening. So this is as we all know, this is the day 3 of the Mentor Me program being organized by the Wikimedia, Tyap Wikimedians User Group. So our guest today is someone very proactive, as you can all see. When we just say, okay, let us just begin the whole thing, before you know, he have already introduced himself and then begin the program properly. But notwithstanding, my name is Kuyet, and I'm one of the co-organizers for this Mentor Me program and also a member of the Tyap Wikimedians User Group. So our guest for today, for those of us who might not be familiar with him, his name is, as you can see, is Jose Ignacio. So he's a Chilean Wikimedian volunteer, and he has been very active since 2008. And he's always willing to collaborate. He's one of those minoritized activists who pushes to make sure that all minoritized languages are having a voice in the global space. So he's here today to open our mind based on what we need to do to know about the minority groups as regarding the Wikimedia ecosystem in general. So what we are doing here now is more or less like an eye opener for us who would like to understand how all of this program work and what are the interests of the advocate, the lead advocate, what they are trying to ensure that equity is achieved across diverse minoritized languages. So as you all listen, his English is so polished, but then he's actually a Chilean. So he contributes mostly in Chile, but also in other language, which includes Spanish, German, and Portuguese, and others. So he is a very friendly someone who we can always reach out to because he's always willing to help. Whenever you call upon Jose, he's always open for call. So Jose, thank you very much. I appreciate you this evening. So at
You're
this
welcome.
point, thank you very much. So he has spoken quite a number of things, and just for a start, as a starter. So from what he has said so far, I don't know if any of us will have a question, some of this intriguing question for him. He's open to respond to them and to give us a clarity on all of those. So any question from anyone based on what he has said so far?
So let's feel free to ask any question you have. You can ask. Um, but while we are still waiting for your questions, okay. So Obi says she would like to participate. So I don't know if she wants to speak, but she can unmute and speak. You can unmute and speak, Miss Obi.
Yes, Prof. Your hands is up.
Okay. Good evening, everyone.
Thank you, and good evening, ma'am.
Um,
Evening.
okay. Okay, so Mr. Jose has mentioned some of the things that has to do with the minority group. No, I just want to chip in. There is not only languages that is in the minority. There are other groups that are also in the minority. The religious group, and also my own group, Wiki for Senior Citizens. We are in the digital minority aspect. So it's not, don't look at it as if it is only language. There are so many groups that are in the minority. So don't feel restricted to only language minority. That's what I want to chip in.
Sorry, I'm back.
Yes. So, Madam Obi just want to bring to the awareness of participants, not to only think that it is only language or that are minorities. We also have religious group, and she also talked about her own group, which is Wiki for Senior Citizen, if I'm not mistaken, Prof. So she made mention of that
Yes,
just
you're
to
right.
bring to yes. So just to bring to the awareness of participants that we have other minoritized group. So it is not just about the language. We have other minoritized group, which include the religious group and her own uh, club or, or team. So the window is still open.
So if you have a question, please. So Ryokundi says he has raised his hand. So maybe he can speak.
Okay, good evening. My name is Ryokundi Zax Bature from the Tyap Wikipedia. What I really want to understand is this collaboration, is called a collaboration, in this minoritized languages, or maybe in so many different forms as the lady now just spoke. What are the really, in what way really this collaboration is going to be fought or being fought? Is this only by talking, or what are the real ways that it goes beyond just talking or having a program and just talk about it? What are the ways that we can really do is see that they have a way to help the minoritized groups to have a voice in the Wikipedia or even in the world?
Should I answer?
Yes, Jose.
Um, the purpose of the to work together, no, it's not on, of course not, it's not only speak about it, or talk about it, or discuss about it. It's very important to discuss about it, and to put on the table this topic in some instances about it. For example, in a conference, in a global discussion, like a Wikimedia or any other activities in the global of the global ecosystem. That's also important to show us that we are working together, but we are not just talking about it. During the last 2 years, we were doing many different activities in virtual, hybrid, and in person too. So it means if you want to know what to concrete we can do, editathons in some specific topic about diasporas. It means the people living abroad, about disabilities in a country, and about religious minorities in a region or in a country. In that case, in the Nigerian case, where in the northern part is Islamic, is most Muslims, and the southern is Christians, we can also we were walking about the Christianity in northern Nigeria. So the trying to documentate with pictures in commons. Some of the users are they were collecting, taking pictures about the reality of the Christian churches or the Christian communities, Christian towns in northern Nigeria, and all the problems that they are facing about the poverty and some other kind of challenges that they are facing. And also we made last year, no, 2 years ago, an agreement with the Joint Association of People with Disabilities Nigeria. So part of our group were in person to meet with them, and we get the permission to be part in some activities that they are carrying on around the country, in the entire country. So we have to just to keep it up, to know about these activities, and we have access if you want to take pictures. Or if we also want to participate in other way, if it's a conversation, we can also be part of this conversation about disabilities in Nigeria. They are working focused in that topic. So you can also walk individually, virtual, organize some activity virtual. A 1 month or 3 months or 2 months campaign about some topic, and you can also translate. It's more easy if you can translate from English to the local language, or also create If there is no content about it, you can also create in your local language and also translate it into English. So we can see this bilingualism as an advantage, as I say.
Yeah, so thank you very much, Jose. And just to back up what he said, like last year, Glory, who is present with us here, she actually hosted a program around July or so, and the program was about minority or the disabilities. So the program was aimed to write new articles in the English Wikipedia, and then because we have different languages or different language Wikipedias or versions of Wikipedia in Nigeria, that very language also encompassed the different Wikipedias of Nigeria. So you as a person, as an individual, you can actually organize a program that is centered on minority groups, wherein you can write articles. Maybe you can aim at a certain number, maybe 30 articles in the whole program, to write about people with disabilities, or maybe blind people, maybe um, certain people that you know that they were famous, or they were known in Nigeria. They were notable, but they had one form of a disability or the other. And then those who may not be able to create articles in the English Wikipedia, they can be able to translate those articles into their own languages. Like me, I was able to work on one article or two in the English Wikipedia, and then that very article was also translated to the Tyap Wikipedia, and then other Wikipedias also could translate, that very article. And you may not have to actually create that article newly. You can actually create an edit add-on to, let's say, hunt around to see the number of articles that are written about people with disability in the English Wikipedia, and then begin to translate on each and every one of them to different languages available in Nigeria and beyond. So the program or the project is not limited to only just languages or people with disability. It also, like he said, has to do with people with minorities. I mean, who are belonging to the minority religions. And in Nigeria, we don't. We may only know that we have Christian, we have Muslim, we have traditionalists, but you don't know if we have Hindus, because we have Indians in Nigeria, and there are many. So that is actually a minority group that is not really being talked about. There are some Indians, they have become Nigerian citizens, but they are not Christian, they are not Muslim, they are Hindu. But we don't really get to hear anything about those people. So what about those people? And then we also have a lot of Chinese expatriates in Nigeria, and some of them are not Christian, they are not Muslim, they are not Hindu, they are Buddhist. Some of them, they may even be Sikh Indians. Some of them may even be Jains. They may be Druze, different groups. We don't really know much about these very groups in Nigeria. So why not we actually look around to see amongst those expatriates. Maybe we can even research to see amongst the Chinese companies that were giving contracts in Nigeria, what are the names of the company owners that were, or let's just say, since it is CC, Chinese government that owned that company, okay, are there some names that are associated with that very company, that maybe some individuals, and what are actually their religious background, or what are actually their worldviews, things that make people different from other people, you know. Um, I don't know. I don't know much to say. Maybe if I remember something else, I can still say. But for those of us who are here, you are wondering, how do I actually get involved in the whole thing? The rapid grants are there. They are open for everyone that is having one project or the other. You can actually apply for these rapid grants, and then you can run these programs. And well, if you get awarded, yeah, Yeah, so before Mrs. Obi will come and Rekunde will come, if you get awarded this rapid grant, then you actually only need to gather your team and then you begin publicity. And then you, of course, know that you are doing that project under Wiki for Minorities. And then you run your project. You can run in person, you can run online programs, you can run hybrid, as much as you want to do it. So I think I'll put a semicolon and then give the mic to Mrs. Ovi and then to Rekunde. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. That's a good one. At least you've answered correctly what the project is all about. I just wanted to chip into what you have just said. Another way you can contribute. I don't know whether the TIEP community has a Wiktionary, but if you don't
Yes.
have, this is another avenue to start putting in some TIEP words into a dictionary form. Yes, into a Wiktionary form. It's in the minority. That's what I want to chip in as well.
Yes,
So
thank
Okay.
you,
thank you very
Hobby. And
much, Mr.
I just want to say one thing too. Yes, what Levi said about the ethnic and also religious minorities in Nigeria, or in like the Indians, the Hinduism, the Buddhism, the Chinese and Japanese, and all the communities of immigrants. It's a very good topic to work on it, because we have many aspects that we are not covering. Um, for example, the institutions, the socio-cultural institution, if or what they do as a community, as a expat community, a foreigner community in Nigeria, they celebrate some activities together about their religion or their traditions, and when, where, if it's possible to documentate this with pictures, uh, that's also a very good important thing to take some pictures about it and upload them to commons. And also about not only the people who are coming to Nigeria, but the people that who are outside Nigeria, the Nigerians outside abroad. um, Probably some of you have relatives or friends living abroad in the United Kingdom, in the United States, or in Europe, Australia, Canada, etc. And we have there a good opportunity to make some collaborations with local, also with international communities, and creating this content in a local way, with our own perspective, but also looking for some international, with our international view, but with a local perspective. It's very important to show to the rest of the world who are the Nigerians abroad, what you are doing, if you have institutions, where if you meet in to do some activities together abroad. That's also that it is still missing some, or if we have in English, not in local language like Hausa or Tiap, or any languages. That's very important too. If any of you wants to work on it, go ahead, and you can contact me whenever you want, and we can develop together with the TIAP group a collaboration together. That's the idea.
Yeah, thank you very much, Jose. So maybe we can hand over the mic to Rio Kundi. Maybe he still wants to ask. I see his hand is down now. Do you have anything to add, Rio Kundi?
No, I'm good. I'm okay.
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 Thank you
So
very
thank
much.
thank you very much. So for those of us who are just joining us, this is an awareness session where we come to share more awareness about other activities apart from the ones we are already familiar with, like the Wikipedia, the Wiktionary, the Wiki Commons. We are here to expose us to other opportunities or other activities related to the open source knowledge. So here today we are talking about the minoritized groups and how their engagement within the Wikimedia ecosystem and how we can come in. So from all the discussions so far, I believe it is just for us to look around us to identify a problem, and then let's see how we can be able to solve and bridge the gap, because there are a whole lot of content gap or information gap, knowledge gap within Nigeria. So all those things especially are affecting the minoritized group. And that is why we are here to open up our awareness to understand that, okay, it is not just about you doing this, you doing that. You can actually diversify. There are other opportunities. And just so you know, the minoritized group is an international community which is open for everyone to join. We have a group on Telegram, and you can join us and interact with us. Whatsoever you need to know will be just asked. And trust me, just as Jose is doing now, there's somebody that's always open to respond to you. If you have a question or you need clarity about what topic you need to take, just ask. They'll provide guidance on how to successfully take up that topic. And also know that the grant is always open. If you have a topic or anything that you want to carry out, any project, just open up. You can apply the Rapid Grant, the Wikimedia Foundation Rapid Grant is open for all Wikimedians. Apply and see how you can be able to take up and bridge this content gap. So this is just one of the things I just want to say. And among us here is one of the active member of the Wiki for Minorities, which is Abdul Kadir. Is here with us. So Abdul Kadir, I'll just hand over the mic to you so you can just speak. Thank you.
Hi, good evening, everyone.
Thank you. Good evening.
Yeah, thank you very much for this wonderful recognition Friday to Levi and José as well. My name is Abdelkader. I am one of the member of Wiki for Minority. I'm working under Fulfill the Wikimedian Community User Group, which is also one of the minority language here in Nigerian, precisely in northern Nigerian. And Friday said about something that caught off my mind. Very, very important. He said that there is a lot of knowledge gap, especially in a local language. This is very, very something that we are all aware of, and is very important. Nobody can tell our story more than we do. And when knowledge is in our own mother tongue, I think, or I believe that we will be able to read it perfectly and understand, and also to pass the idea to the next generation. Yes, there is a lot of activities that Wiki for Minority put in place to support the local knowledge and to support the minority languages across.
Oh, we can hear you.
It seems the network is dancing around.
Yeah,
I think we lost him. We lost him. Yes. Yeah. I'm also aware about the challenges that despite these opportunities that we are mentioning, there are still significant challenges for all the users, especially in Africa and also in Nigeria. I know that we have also problems, technical barriers, like a lack of resources. It's for many of you, it's difficult to even to take some basic stuff for us in our perspective, like a Wi-Fi connection at home. In some realities, other countries, in other realities are impossible. And we are trying to aware this, to put this situation, because if the people from the global north, we are from the global south, Maybe perhaps, sometimes don't understand how difficult it is for us because we have a real interest to work on it, and we are facing this complications like a technical because the connection is unstable or we don't have a data package for that. And yes, Abdul Kadir, he has experience with rapid grants, asking to the foundation rapid grants for wiki for minorities, and he is carrying on now activities like a training with the full the community, uh, thanks to a rapid grant. uh, in this with under our umbrella from wiki for minorities to visibilize the minorities in his region. So I think some initiative like this could be easily replicated in according to your own reality. So if you want to work on it, just you have to say if you want to, we are ready to support in some way.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much, Jose.
thanks.
Yes. So, based on what Jose just said, so I think he just bring out to our knowledge that this activities wiki for minority has been happening, but quite a number of us might not be aware of it. So that is why we are here today to interact and to create the awareness that okay, people can actually work on this. So if you are looking for a model of how to apply for the grant or what activities you need to carry, we have Abdul Kadir here. He's a member of our community. He is Nigerian. And if you just need any model, if you can't get to him, get to me. I know where to find him. So he is my very good friend. We have been together for quite some time. We are interacting on a steady level. So if you need a model on how to actually put up your grant or what you need to work, what topic you need to work on, we can actually use his own model since he has been active in this project, in this program, organizing programs for Wiki for Minority. So we can use this model to see how we can develop another model for any of us who is here and is interested and is an experience also to contribute to this knowledge. So understand, the whole goal here is to make this information, this knowledge available in localized language as well, not just in English. So we can localize it. Just if you identify the topic, come together. Let's see how we can put a solid grant application to see how we can secure this fund for you to carry on your project. So this is just what I want to chip in.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank
Please.
you.
I'm sorry. Let me come again. Uh, yeah, thank you very much, Friday. I'm very, very, active and really available to support. If there is anyone wanted to, to carry something under TF or under Wiki for Minority General here, he can reach out to me. Friday is my very good friend. We are talking. And also, I would like to, express my gratitude. This, collaboration between Wiki for Minority and Tyap Wikimedian User Group is going to be, very, very something very, very hopeful that we are hoping to see, more visibility, more users from Tyap Wikimedian User Group into Wiki for Minority, which will help us in so many ways. Uh, Tyap language is a minority language in Nigeria. So Wiki for Minority, it's all about minority groups. So you see, there is already a what is it called a just like a bridge that we can use and cross on. All what we all have a common interest, which is making knowledge free and accessible in our own, maybe in English or in our own mother tongue. So please, if you have any this, you can reach out to me. Then I'm available to to support and give my best to see how uh, Wiki for Minority become more visible in Nigerian at large and in Africa as well. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Abdul Kadir. Come by.
Yeah, thank you, Abdulkadir. Thank you, great. So, just like before Mrs. Obi left, she was speaking about Wiktionary. So, actually, in the Tia Wikimedians User Group, we are consisting of many languages. So, apart from the Tiap itself, we also have Ju. Ju is a very related language to Tiap. And then we also have Igala speaker here. We also have an Idoma speaker. We have all these are minoritized languages, and these languages also that are present, you can choose to promote Wikimedia activities in your own languages under the banner of Wiki for Minorities group. Abdulkadir himself, he is part of the Full Day Wikimedians User Group, which is looking forward to being recognized as an affiliate. Nevertheless, he also participates as a Wiki for Minorities flag bearer. And I'm also a flag bearer of Wiki for Minorities, even though I'm a kind of so inactive with Wiki for Minorities, but I hope that I will be more active. And I also hope that many of our community members can actually use the opportunity, because you can actually come up with a program. Just think about a program, look around you, look at what is missing. It may not be even what was mentioned today. If you go on Telegram, you can just search for Wiki for Minorities. I've been looking for where to send the link to the chat so you can join the group, but I wasn't able to find it. I don't know if Jose
It's
can be
no,
able to.
it's closer there, close to the sharing. The screen
We have
sharing
we
is
have we have an invitation link. Let me through on it.
Okay, so
We have a Nigerian focus group, and we have a global.
yeah,
So if you have some concerns, or if you want to comment something, or some about the local reality in Nigeria, you can write there. And also, it's more informative about the global group. It's to keep updated about what we are doing around the world and in other countries and the other realities. Let me
yeah.
check if I can send I can share the link.
okay.
All right,
Awesome.
thank you very much, Jose. So you can actually come up with a project, and then you apply. Unfortunately, today is 30th, and this very circle for grants is closing by 1st of September. So for you to actually be able to obtain a grant for Wikimedia Foundation, you have to have an account on the Flux portal. So the Flux portal, it takes about 48 hours working days for you to be able to have an account there. So you will have to apply maybe with on Flux on Monday. So thank you, Jose has shared the link, so you can click on that very link and join the Wiki for Minorities or Telegram group. So if you're interested in this, on Monday you can actually register on Flux, and maybe by Tuesday, but by Tuesday it will already be late for this very circle. So you have to wait till maybe after 45 days. Uh, so Jose has shared a second one. So you can wait
Oh,
for
I
45
shared to
days.
you. I shared to you to
Oh,
your chat.
oh,
Can you share?
oh, oh, thank you very much, Jose. So let me share with you. So you can feel free to register on Flux. Then just looking forward to when the windows is going to open. You can always check on Meta to actually see when the grants are opening. The rapid grants are opening. Then you can actually join, or you can actually apply on Flux. So I don't know if there's anyone who has a question to ask, and then you can ask. Meanwhile, Abdulkadir also shared his email, so you can chat up with Abdulkadir, you can chat up with Jose, you can chat up with any of us in the Wiki for Minorities group, or privately. We would always answer you. So, anyone with a
All right.
question,
So thank you very much, Kambai. So at this
yeah.
point, our time is fast spent. So we are just coming close to a wrap. So we'd like to know, are there questions? Okay. Jose also share his Telegram handle. So is there any question? Anybody with question? So we can tackle them before we go. And again, talking about grant application, remember you have to have a certain number of contribution or edit before you can be qualified to apply for grant. So for our new editors who are currently here, so all you need to do is to go back to the drawing board, look at the contribution you have made so far. If it is solid enough to apply for grant, because all condition for grant application is there on Meta. So just look at it and compare to what you already have. If it is okay, and you think you are due for grant application and you don't know how to, please reach out to us. We will provide guidance on how to actually make a successful grant application. Not a successful though, but at least a solid one that is near successful. So we'll help you. We'll provide guidance on how to carry out your grant application. So yeah, we are still open for question. Any question? Okay. So at this point, I don't know. Maybe I will hand over the mic back to Kambai for a word, or then we'll pass back the mic to Jose for his final comment. Then we'll call it a wrap. Kambai.
Great. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Quaid. Um, Thank you all for joining us today. It was actually a very wonderful session, and Jose was able to introduce the Wiki for Minorities group to us. So maybe I can just give you a summary of what the Wiki for Minority is. So, Wiki for Minority is actually a group that is after the promotion of minority interest all over the world. So, wherever we have minoritized groups, that's what Wiki for Minorities stand to promote. So there are some countries they don't have a voice for minority groups, but then Wiki for Minorities out to bring out those very loopholes and bring these people out that are not seen in the open to be seen by all. So it actually depends on Wiki for Minority actually relies on you as volunteers to actually support the movement in your communities. Like in our community, Wiki for Minorities actually looking forward to someone who would actually promote the interest of minoritized peoples. So what you need to do is to actually go into your thinking room if you have one in your home, in your house, and you can you can or you wear your thinking cap and then your thinking goggles or your visual goggles and look around and scout for where you can be able to you can be able to spot these very loopholes and then organize program. Remember what Wikimedia is. Wikimedia is all about knowledge, bring out knowledge for all to have free. Knowledge belongs to nobody, so why should we be holding it behind? So let's bring out the knowledge and let the world have it. So I don't know, Weham and Kajun have questions, so over to you, Kajun, then Weham.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Um, Sorry, I've been having a network glitch here, and Kuwait was about stating the criteria for anyone that is willing to apply for sensitization of minority views, and I didn't get them. So I don't know if you can take that again, please. Thank you.
Okay, I
So
don't know
quiet.
if I get her. Yes, it's like her network is still glitching, even when she was asking the question. But if I could get it right, it's like she want to get more clarity on eligibility for grant application. So all I'm saying is
Yeah.
for okay, awesome. So what I was saying is for you to apply for grant, you need to there is a certain level of contributions you may have made in the Wikimedia movement or activities in terms of your number of contributions, number of edit, your experience level. So all these things are also criterias for the grant application. So for those of us who are newbies who are just joining in the movement so recently, we might need to like hold a little bit before we can actually apply for grant. But for those of us who are up to like 6 months and above, with at least quite a number of edit, let's say a minimum of at least 600 edit, I think we are all good and qualified to apply for grant. So that is just what I was saying. So I don't know if this answer your question.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
so you're welcome. So over to you, Weham.
Good evening. Though I'm very clear now with the explanation Cabos gave. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, so at this point, with the timing, okay, come by.
Yeah, just continue.
All right, all right. So with the timing now, I would like to hand over the mic back to Jose for your final word. What are your final words before we go?
Yes, yes. Well, just to say goodbye to finish this meeting, productive meeting. I encourage you to take part of this process in this group, in this emerging group, supporting all the minority languages, your own TIAP group, and also all the minority languages, contributing to Wikipedia or all the Wikimedia projects. And with your participation, you are ensuring that no culture is left behind. That's very important. So we are here trying to work together and to gather this initiative to be part of a minority. If we are part of a minority, we are not working alone in this world. We are trying to showcase that we are also here. The global south matters in the world, and we can also working together. It's better than separately. So, and if we are together in the same direction, being aware how important is the to be part of a minority and to keep and preserve our legacy, our heritage, our culture. It's the best way that you can be part of this. So join to the workshops if you want to organize something, and if you need a rapid grant for that, we can just make some shape about it with some framework. You have here a framework to work on it with a propose, with a clear propose. We have organized a lot of activities. There is also two versions in 2 years. A version of the photo contest in the Middle East and Northern Africa. So all the countries of the Middle East and Northern Africa have organized a photo contest with awards. About the minorities in every single country, and we have a lot of very good pictures about them. More than 1,000 the last year, and this year too, about different kinds of minorities in every country. So this is my last word. Together we can make Wikimedia a true reflection of the world's diversity. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much,
Jose.
Jose. So, just a quick one, Jose. So, currently, right now, where are you joining us from? Which country?
I am from Chile.
Okay, you are currently in Chile. So, what is the time now in Chile?
It's 3 p.m.
Oh, wow. So, here in Nigeria now it's 8 p.m.
It's South America. I'm living in the southernmost country of the world in the map. You see the southernmost.
Yeah. So, I just
And the
want to,
longest.
yeah,
Yeah,
very long.
many think that it's New Zealand. No, it's not New Zealand. It's Chile.
Yeah,
Okay,
Chile
thank you
is
very
quite
much,
long.
Jose. We really appreciate you. So, come by.
Yeah,
Final
so I
words.
think Jose has given us an expo now. So you can also go out for photo contest. You can organize something that has to do with maybe photography only about minority groups, and that will just be the project, just photos. And you can also think of African traditional religions too. because that one is one of the most underrepresented. So like
Mhm.
your boy, uh, like the I don't know how we call it in other languages, but groups like that, you can actually go into the interiors of the villages, take pictures, ask questions, do recordings, upload them on Commons. They are all knowledge. So that will be your project, or that can be your project, and so on and so forth. So thank you all for coming to this very program. Thank you, Glory. Thank you, all the TF members. Thank you, Abdulkadir. Thank you, Jose, and for honoring our invitation. So the next program, we're going to have Sadiq joining us, and then afterwards we'll have Nikos, another member of the Wiki for Minorities. So we are just anxiously waiting for that day to come. So maybe we'll have you again, Jose, another time, and I hope you would also honor our invitation to come. Yeah. So over to you, Kuyet, and then we call it off.
Okay,
Thank you.
so thank you very much, Kambai, and thank you so much, everyone, for taking your time to listen to be part of this very positive discussion. And on behalf of the, yeah, so on behalf of the Tyap Wikimedians User Group, we want to appreciate you, and we say thank you so much, and we look forward again to meeting you again in our next edition of our Mentor Me program. So thank you, and do have a good night rest. And to you, Jose, enjoy the rest of your evening.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
ours is night
All
now.
right. All right.
See you
We're
next
thinking
time.
of going to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 4 minutes after 8 now in the night.
Yeah.
All right, see you all. Bye bye.
Bye bye. See you next time.
Bye bye.
Okay. Bye bye, Jose. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye bye, everybody.